You are constantly under surveillance on your bad side.
Alright, you're on good.
Wait.
Hello, everybody! We're back to the Call of the Hunker. And we've got Ishara, the usual gang, our Baleful Four, despite whether or not they want that name. Myself, your...
We're not that baleful.
We're pretty violent.
Pretty good.
And both Ilya and Boy.
Sure,
don't mean to be.
You certainly keep your violent impulses of retribution to a minimum. And myself, your GM. Oh, and there's this thing in the background that is just going to, like, stare at you guys.
And break the, like...
Embrace the noise.
The camera.
Speaking of Austin, you're the only one whose opinion I trust here. Which side?
Which side?
You gotta look at that
Yeah,
guy.
dude. Which camera?
That way you don't see all of the sneak peeks.
You're right.
Bold of you to think I can read.
Yeah, you're right. It's pretty good.
There we go.
Very nice. Last time we left off, our group of intrepid adventurers had braved the Idle Leisure Leeward Star.
One of those. A boat.
A boat. For some lost icky goo, in order to be able to basically find out how the hell this black spot sickness had been plaguing people and how it had been mutating over time. While they're there, they found a bunch of other leads for some other stuff. Long story short, we'll get into that, but they found some good leads and brought them to Shettle. Since then, you guys decided to head on up towards Agatas, where you will essentially attempt to get the leadership of Agatas to agree to send aid in the form of folks who are equipped to deal with a caustic environment that can go toward Ground Zero, where R&D 6 was destroyed, and save any survivors that might be around. And so we will pick up with you guys heading out from the city of Lemoore and up into the mountains of the Highlands. It is about a 3-day trip to make it to Agatas, and you have an undeterminate future from it. What? Is there anything you guys would like to do in preparation before?
So, is the path to Agatas something that's paved? Like, is this...
Yeah. Okay. It's a
So it's not going to be any climbing.
It's a well-trod road, very broad and very important for the relationships between the two cities. So, relatively speaking, it's safe.
I have a very, very important, very, very important question.
I doubt it, based off the frequency of the statement.
Is it like real cold? Would it be like we're traipsing through the mountains and we should have brought a jacket?
Could be.
Could be.
We should find somebody to ask.
Why don't you roll a knowledge survival check?
See, it is a very relevant question, Josh.
Mm-hmm.
But
DM, sir.
we also can't take that road.
Why can't we take the road?
We have two
Just
of these.
because.
1, 2, 3, 4 success, 1 advantage. Can we
Okay.
one more yellow die over here?
Sure,
I'm
you
just
can,
too
you
good.
can have more than half of the yellow dice, of course.
I'm so good.
How many do you have? 3 now?
2, that'd be a third, yeah.
You guys are gonna have to split the sugar cube.
Yep. Yeah. So up in the Highlands, it does get a bit colder, but it's more like Denver. Things get wet and snowy, and then it kind of melts quickly. It's the high elevation that really gives you a lot of exposure to high winds, and when you're not in high winds, the thing is about the Highlands is as you get up into the mountains, parts of the mountains break apart. There are huge faults in the mountains, which creates heavily shaded areas. And so if you're in the areas where the sun don't shine, then it can get cold from that. And if you're in the areas where the sun do shine, it's probably really windy, right? So there's just that kind of that element. It's not necessarily the best, but it's also not like you're going to go to the Arctic ring or anything like that.
Okay, I'm not gonna bring a jacket, but as soon as we get there, I'm gonna complain the whole time.
I was hoping so. That's the perfect attitude of someone in the Highlands.
Bull is going to try and find like a some kind of a furry cape.
Sure, like a heavy cloak. I'm just gonna go hit gear on this. Can you give me a streetwise check?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not Bull.
That's a bunch of bull.
Uh, 2 and 2.
Yeah. You're able to go towards one of the pawn shops and find yourself a thermal cloak. You can lift the stats right out of the Genesis additional gear.
Okay.
It has gives you 2 boosts to resilience versus cold, and it's 200 silver.
I just kind of pull out one of the shiny rocks and like,
What do you pull out? Oh, one of the gems from the other day.
Yeah.
One of the people goes and kind of looks at it. Not really much of an appraiser, but we'll call it even. And snatches up the gemstone.
My God, boy, that was 85 gold.
We won't know. Got no idea.
You said +2 to resistance checks? To cold?
Yeah, +2 boosts to resilience checks with cold.
Okay.
Yep.
Can Wretch buy basic supplies right now, or not really?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. I need more torches after my lubrication shenanigans involving holes.
Yeah, you can buy torches.
We're all gonna just let that slide.
Honey, when you buy
Uh-huh.
lubricant, you always let it slide.
That was my joke, yeah. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Okay. I might actually get a jacket too then. If I guess if the other girls are putting on their jackets, I guess maybe I'll put on my jacket.
How was me buying more torches?
Hey, I'm basically naked.
I was going to
okay?
say, he's wearing a belt, and then
Look at this pansy buying a shirt to go to the mountains.
Do I have any kind of cold resistance because I'm a Viking?
do you have any stats on your sheet that says you have cold resistance because of what you've chosen to pick to fill out your character? I don't think so. No. So that's something that you can level into right out the gates, is like things because of your character, is race, but I think we chose some other stuff for you. So, nope. Your character learned to dress for the weather because of where they're from.
Good enough for me.
What did you say that cloak was going to be called? I'm having trouble finding it.
It's thermal cloak and Genesis additional gear fantasy stuff. Yeah, I'll just drop it in the chat.
I've got it open right now. I'm just trying to find it.
It's in gear and tools. If you just control F cloak and go through the whole sheet. Or through the whole workbook, sometimes that helps.
I didn't know you could do that.
The torches are 1 silver apiece, and a brace of 3 torches is 1 encumbrance.
Okay. Can I also go to a butcher shop?
Absolutely. You can go to Bushman's Bazaar.
Alright, cool. Do I have to roll to find a butcher shop, or do I know what meat hanging on a hook looks like?
I think you can smell it.
Alright. So narratively, I'm buying meat to replace the meat missing from my trail rations due to carnivores 1 and 2 over here.
Excuse me?
You guys had that whole fit where you wouldn't eat any plants or anything, so
Well, there was also that one time that we had to feed giants all of our meat.
Yeah, so my trail rations are essentially just crackers at this point, and I would like to fix that narratively. It's not going to change the number of trail rations on my sheet, but
Yeah.
just have balanced diet again.
Yeah.
Now, Josh, before I treat this as an endless bag of gems, all you told me was 2 small boxes of rare gems.
Yes.
What should we do for like a quantity?
Put 1.9 boxes.
Okay, so essentially 10 gems per box.
Yeah.
Do I have time to go to Chettlecorp? Well, I don't need more black rind. We're not going into the woods. Never
Yeah,
mind.
we just gotta.
I'll do that next time I come back.
Yeah.
Unless you guys feel like rolling straight from the mountain into the forest for no reason, I think I'll be okay.
I'll try not to.
I mean, if you slip in the wrong spot, you might literally just roll straight from the mountain and into the forest.
God damn it.
I was a child when I fell.
What people live in the mountains that we're going to see? Are they dwarves?
There are Keligir dwarves, there are Duragar dwarves, there are Onyx, there are Draken, there are Norns. Yep.
I have some meta knowledge of what these people would like, but can I roll a knowledge people check to purchase a suitable gift for people in case we run into times of diplomatic trouble?
Yeah, there's also Jotun and Giant Bloods.
But we are specifically going to ask the dwarves for help, right?
Agatas is a city that was originally founded by the dwarves and is predominantly held by the dwarves. Yes.
I got a triumph, and that is it on my knowledge people.
Knowledge people? Well, you'd be rolling streetwise for this. As you could choose to roll streetwise instead, I suppose. Yeah, if you roll the triumph and a
I was trying to
success-
identify what these people would like as a gift, so I thought that'd be knowledge people.
Yeah, that's fair. What did you roll?
Just a triumph.
So you have a one success and a triumph, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you thinking about what they might like. There are some pearls. Pretty much anything from the sea would probably be something that's valuable to them because it'd be hard to get. They would have to go to Lemoore to get something that's further away, right? So any sort of silk goods. There's bottles of wine that would be valuable from shipping with Guayaquil. So if you can get any sort of non-perishable good that could, because of the hub of trade that is Lemoore, that would also be useful. Or something that's perishable from the forest.
All right. I'll go to my squad leader, who doesn't seem to be doing avid shopping right now, and I'll just kind of like grab like your wrist like a kid does when they're lost, and I'll be like, "We need to go find a present, something from the sea."
Okay.
You're a sailor, man. You know sea things.
Sure I do. Can I roll like a knowledge people?
Yeah. So if you're looking to grab something from him specific, looking to find something at this point, that would be a streetwise check. He already knows kind of what he's looking for, so that's the knowledge people check, which he succeeded. Streetwise is fine.
My streetwise.
For advantage.
For advantage on a streetwise check. Yeah.
I can identify a street.
You mean well.
You are able to find some materials for fishing and for sailing because of the local rivers, but there's nothing that would be of particular value because it's all common riverboat stuff.
I buy it anyway.
Nice. Okay, so you're gonna buy like a sail, a net, an oar, some fish. Like,
I buy 1 oar, and then I buy rope grease to like make sure your ropes stay like good, but no ropes.
Nice.
I just buy the oar and the rope grease.
Okay, that's gonna be 7 silver.
All right, I can do that.
Nice.
And I look up at Ilya and I'm like, "Oh, what's this?"
I hope so, buddy.
I'm such a good guess.
You're gonna do great, buddy. They're gonna love you.
I'm trying so hard to be friendly. Please don't kill them.
I think it's kind of like when a kid brings you macaroni art. What really matters is the thought. In fact, that they loved you enough to do it.
Yeah.
Here, I present you with this oar and rope grease. Now, please, you see the big one with the horns? Don't say anything weird around him. Just like, be to the point. All right?
At least say it in common so he doesn't understand.
Yeah. You're very lucky that you guys are so short. He's not going to confuse you for humans, so... That's good.
It's like, don't cause a fuss and we'll be out of your hair. But like, yeah.
Yeah, see this guy over here? He's extremely racist, very, very violent, and very, very strong. He doesn't speak our language. But just relax and everything's fine.
He's capable of epic feats of unintelligence. Are you guys ready to leave?
If I bought a cloak, is it an extra encumbrance on me?
A cloak will be 1 extra encumbrance.
Yeah, no. So I'm good.
A thermal cloak.
I have no room.
You
I refuse to drop.
Summon one of your summons and throw your stuff on them.
Then I would
bundle up with the
perpetually have to
cloak.
have my summon out or lose all of my knickknacks, and I can't lose all of my knickknacks.
Are you noticing a repeated theme? It wasn't. So we tried out our new system earlier this weekend, and it started with me saying, "Here's your new character sheet, Sarah. Your character has to drop something because their hands are
Already
absolutely
over-encumbered."
full." And she's like, "This is a weird
It's-
system."
it's a
And we got back to here. She's like, "I want to put on a cloak, but I can't fit it on my body."
I acknowledge it's
You
my
could
problem.
take
to
off
drop
one of the
something.
other 5 cloaks.
No.
No, I acknowledge it's me that's the problem, but I also built it into my character this time, so it's role playing.
Yellow flag.
In our other campaign where I had a mule, that was the best because I could put all of my shenanigans on the mule and still move around.
Emery would love having a meal. I miss
And
it.
get a mule.
Shin's is still out there, and canonically, you guys could run into him in a few months.
We don't want to run into him.
Nice. You know you're heroes when your heroes are afraid of confronting your other heroes.
Him or Bull is going to die. I'm not sure I want to do that.
All right. Is there anything else you guys would like to take care of before heading out? All right. So, as you head out, Father's Festival is in full swing here in Lemoore, celebrating the end of the light fade. And there's like a couple of stands where you can probably grab some free food on your way out. So go ahead and grab yourself one hot ration. As the company here is rather chip. The traffic as you are leaving is actually pretty heavy, seeing as some people are just getting in, trying to time it appropriately with their commute from Agatas. And the roads are well lit with lanterns. As far as you can see, arcing up into the mountains. However, that's not very far that you can see because the road is it has many switchbacks as you climb. You climb for the first full day up into the mountains, and eventually have to find a spot to bed as it grows dark. Do you guys have any particular plans? Sleeping by the road?
I think I'd like to be a bit off the road. I assume that there are going to be bandits on the way up to Agatas.
Okay. Give me either a streetwise check or a survival check to see if you can find like a nook to pull off to.
A triumph.
Yeah,
Success.
you're able to find a spot that appears that many people have camped at before. It seems to be a spot like a pull off that shelters you from line of sight. And it's already got a stone ring for a fire, and in fact it even looks big enough for a cart. This is a common place to stop, but it seems to be empty as of right now.
Do you need to have a parking pass to park there or camp there? Camping pass?
We'll see if someone stops you in the middle of the night.
Does anybody here have a Lemoore State Park access?
Yeah.
It's $40 at the kiosk.
Yeah. Oh, we forgot to stop.
It's the fines that get you.
Yeah. Oh.
You guys needed license and registration on Saturday. Yeah. You guys can go ahead and bed down for the night. Are you guys keeping watch?
Yes.
Okay. Who's got first watch?
The rat.
Shins? Okay.
Alright.
Sorry, not Shins. Reg.
Not that rat.
Also sensing a theme.
We just wake up with a fucking bear-cloaked murderer and a mule in our camp, and he's like, hey guys, I
Yeah.
took first watch. Anyway.
So you guys take watch. For the sake of brevity, we will skip things ahead a little bit, as nothing seems relevant that happens overnight. You guys will proceed on to travel on your second day, which is your first full day of light in a long, long time. Beautiful as it is, though, unfortunately, a budwake sets in, which is a time of like perpetual rain. It's kind of like how it's been recently, where it's just like a light sprinkle, like someone's missing you. And they have been known to go for multiple toilets at a time.
Big long rain.
Big, long, wet rain.
I should have brought a cloak.
And so the cloakliness begins.
What was that?
That I should have bought a cloak.
The air whips at the heavy cloak set on the vastness of Bull's shoulders as you continue to move up into the mountains. You have 2 days' journey ahead of you. I'm going to need 2 days resilience checks.
Oh yeah, that thing I'm really good at.
Hell yeah.
First up,
That thing that I am really good at now. I forgot it was brawn based.
right? You're like, I might get cold. I was like, you're probably gonna get cold. Okay, I
Two
need
success, 2 advantage.
Okay. Your Norn resilience kicks in for you, buddy. Next.
Yeah.
2 success.
Remarkably, you are fine. Next.
4 and 4.
Okay. Wretch.
3 and 1.
Hey, alright. You guys make it along the your trip just fine. However, you guys have to do one more check for the second day.
2 success, 2 advantage.
You're fine.
2 and 1.
Emery starts to come down with the cold.
I will forever
5
regret
and
this.
4.
Should have got the
Cheesy Pete's 5 and 4.
Bull is not yet aware of the weather change.
Ole actually feels better as the water lubricates his joints. And then
2 and 4.
It's called a burst.
2 and 4? Okay. Wretch and Emery, you guys both start to come down with a pervading sickness. A bit of a cold.
But a sniffle.
Yep. However, do assign yourself an average critical injury. And this one will decrease your brawn by 1.
What?
Mm-hmm.
You need to work out more.
That was the... The problem was the low brawn. That caused this.
So, as the sniffles set in and it grinds into your joints, you bed for one more night and then travel. But eventually, the rumbling, pervading noise of the falls from the tributaries notes that you are pretty close to the end of your destination. The fonts of Ranvalar grow and grow in noise, but they become really hard to see as you are now in the deep crevasses between the peaks of the teeth of the fonts of Ranvalar. However, as the last of the light of the third day passes, you round the corner to the site of Agatas. Agatas is immediately many times more luminescent than the journey here, as the water mists the skies. The light that comes in on this through this fault reflects off of it, but also of the many gilded surfaces that make the spindly structures of Agatas. It is beautiful. It is truly a gem of the mountains. For the structures that you see almost look like impossible feats of engineering. Their construction is such that they almost were daring the mountain to tip them over. Some of them seemingly balanced on needle points. As you guys get closer, there are 2 dwarves guarding the pass on a rounding cliffside that has what appears to be no gate, just some guards next to a large lamppost. The guards themselves are dressed in warm fur coats. Each of them has what appears to be rings on all of their fingers, and multiple rings, almost on between both of the knuckles as well. Looking at them, several of them seem to have face tattoos and full beards, with piercings all up and down their ears as well.
Oh, I gotta get myself some of those.
Side trip. Just that's top priority now.
As you approach, because of you being armed to the teeth, they stop you and ask for your general purpose here at Agatas.
Hi. I'm Emery. These are my friends. We're just here to get some help for Lamore. I kind of look over at Ilya, like, did I get it right?
We're here to beseech the dwarves of Agatas. There has been calamity in Lamore, poison cloud that displaced many, continues to risk the lives of those within Lemoore. And we believe that the dwarves here will be the best ones to ask to try to help those in need.
We heard of the trials your kin have. Truly sorry. Certainly, if there's assistance to be had, you'll find it in town. You can talk to some of the I got a term for them real quick. Brain fart.
What are
I'm gonna
those?
sneeze on them to ease diplomatic relations.
Right.
We look harmless.
Sure.
Sorry, 1 second. Totally.
At least
just
half
lost
of
my spot on this. Is it actually-
Eli, take over.
Right.
Too much pressure.
Things are gonna change around here.
The dwarf's talking to you, say, "Never mind, fuck this. We're on the high seas now. It's a pirate campaign."
That sounds about right.
Hurry.
What is a mountain range if not an ocean of rock?
Those aren't mountains. Those are sails. We're on a giant boat.
Thank God you brought your oar.
We may all have brain cancer. And are just hallucinating.
Wow.
Eli,
Ah.
give Austin your pickled Pete.
Oh no.
You Boston, you picker.
I already talked about that before the stream started. Alright? My lawyer's going to be in contact with him. There's a time and a place.
I haven't seen his pickled Pete since he got married. We need to keep it that way.
Oh my God.
I didn't take you for being so old-fashioned, Austin.
Well, you also moved to a different state, but I'm going to pretend it was the marriage thing.
Well, as long as the real reason is convenience, I accept it.
Anyways, you can talk to one of the scribes.
No.
To see what they have for you. Have you ever been here before?
We have not.
No, but it's lovely.
Oh, thanks. It's certainly a juxtaposition to Lemoore. For sure. You know what? Mac, why don't you bring them through town? Maybe you can get them to someone who knows anything about getting any aid around there. Sorry. Diplomacy is pretty much delegated. We're pretty much delegated to the front door here. Making sure that the riffraff don't come in as close to anything along that sort that we do. And so the other gentleman goes, "Oh, right this way. Mac is the name. Mac Tunneler.
Nice to meet you.
So, if you haven't been here before..." Andrew, you're going to say something?
I was just gonna say before we walk away, Bull is going to ask, do you have place that buy gems?
Of course! Agatas dabbles in all sorts of gems, especially good for scribe work.
I didn't hear the first part of that.
Yes.
Okay.
So he takes you into the city, and as he does, as I mentioned before, the city is absolutely gorgeous. It was made in a time long lost to this world, and as you walk through, a couple of things that you do notice is the people that live here. Right? Onyx, Heligear dwarfs with their fair, opulent beards. You see Duragar, the hairless dwarves with their exotic, patterned veins, similar to tattoos, denoting their whole body. In some places, you notice that you can't quite tell which one's which because some dwarves who maybe have been historically hairless have received some biomantic implants to give themselves beards. And in other areas, people have tattooed themselves patterned in ways similar to that of the Duragar. Piercings run abound in this place. And in many areas, folks have been threaded, where they take metallic wire and weave it into the skin, forming armbands and other sorts of body art. And it's done in ways that is, you're not entirely sure, but there's more than just a cosmetic association with it. As you move around, you do see few Jotunkin who are in their smaller stature forms with their classic kilt-like robes on over their bodies, and there are draken flying here through these gigantic rifts of this place and landing on the peaks all abound. There are fountains and giant ponds with lily pads big enough that people can sit on and actually even picnic on. And these are set into pools before huge, massive doors that are controlled by that are controlled to basically give this place its really whole purpose via the fonts of Ranvalar here in the Highlands. I think I was looking for it. Here we go. As he goes through the city, is there anything that you guys want to look at or ask about in particular, or you just haven't want Mac to take you to someone who knows something about anything?
I'm going to be trying to find a gem dealer.
Okay.
As we're walking through.
I'd like to maybe talk to a weaponsmith, someone who deals with enchantments. Maybe they can tell me more about my sword.
Sure.
I would also like to see if there's any special dwarven axes I can buy with my gem money.
Sure. Let's see. Why don't you guys give me a streetwise check each, and you can both have 2 boost dice from having someone guide you through the city.
Holy shit. 4 and 3.
Okay. And
Wow.
Dustin?
Yeah, hold on, gotta re-roll that one. Whew, 2 and 3.
Why do I have this word come up?
Oh yeah, did you want me to run a brief
59
character description?
times. You said 2 and 3?
Yes.
Okay. A brief character description?
Yeah, did you want a brief character description before?
No, it's fine. I'll just have you describe your character.
That's amazing. You'll regret that.
Of course. Okay. So as he brings you through town, you ask for your requests, and Matt goes, "Oh, sure. Just so you know, down that lane over there, you'll find." And then he goes off to list a couple of folks that you can buy what you're looking for from, which I have right here. Osmer McBride is a local appraiser that you can use to buy stones off of you, who is next to a shop where Dothy Clay works that is able to use enchantment to he basically buys the stones from Osmer McBride to use in enchantment. But he goes, "What? Do that on your own time. I'm gonna have to get back to my post. Otherwise, Miro Lava is gonna get pissed." So he brings you back through the city towards some of the much larger buildings as he's trying to get you in touch with someone of much more import for your quest.
Okay. So he's leading us there, but he showed us where those places are on the way.
Yes.
Is that the gist? Okay.
So, as you guys weave through the city, he goes, "I'm thinking Dwarfydrid might be able to help you out. She runs much of the civil construction around here. And in fact, one of the voices for the fonts of Ranvalar. She holds a ring that lets her move the gates. Anyways, if anyone can sanction workers to go into an engineeringly compromised location, it'd be her." And over the next 2 hours, he walks you through the process of going through a large administrative building and asking around and making guys sit in the lobby to contact Dwarfydrid Sylvie. You are eventually brought into a office with a beautiful view of the city high up into this fault of this mountain range. And the meeting area is for people tall like you, like where normally there would be a nice like ledge to lean against. It's like suspiciously low for being how close it is to sheer ledges. So it's but the space is wide enough as they're used to to accommodating a bunch of non-dwarven kin. And inside is a nice onyx decorative table that is taking up. It's a huge slab taking up a good portion of the space. Out comes Dorothy Sylvanek to meet you, and a small character with green dyed hair, but a rather conserved female with light gray facial hair approaches. And again, with the females in this area, of the Kelly Gear dwarves, they do have some facial hair. It's much more like what a boy might have in puberty, as far as like humans in our world, right? So like very hit or miss in that realm. They could have a thick beard. They could have like a just little shadowed goatee, right? She approaches, goes, "Honored guests, I'm sorry to hear of your troubled times." And as she goes to sit, a butler comes out with a small tea set with cups for everyone.
I gladly reach for the tea, thanking them profusely. My hands are like shivering and I'm sniffling.
By all means, spend all the time you need at a hearth here nearby. We've got plenty of space. I understand that you are delegates of some faction within Lemoore. Although I wasn't... Are you company men of which company?
Oh, what's that? Who are we helping now?
So you are actually sent by Friendly.
Well, we're kind of our own thing, kind of, but we do work for a man named Friendly, if you know him.
I can't say that I do. Looks at you with a furrowed brow.
The Cerebrum Serrara? Is that right? Sierra?
Yep, that's
Cerebrum.
That's correct. That's how you say it. She kind of looks at you and roll me a d6. Actually, a d4. Yeah.
It's hard to read. 3.
She seems to get visibly a bit more. She stands she sits further up in her chair when you mention this. And she stops for a moment, a pensive look on her face. Starts tapping the table a little bit. All right. So what is it you came for?
Came to ask for your help. And by your, I mean the dwarves of Agatas. Because the calamity that befell Lamore, a lot of people are displaced. A lot of places are no longer safe to inhabit. It's made the most vulnerable of Lamore even more vulnerable. And we believe that if anybody can... what's the word I'm looking for? If anybody can accommodate those kind of extreme odds, those kind of extreme conditions, then we thought it might be the Dwarves of Agatas.
I disagree. I'd say the dwarves of Obladerod would be much more suited for such a task. The Duragar are well adapted to the likes of dealing with potent smokes and caustics. But they're pretty far away and have a much worse relationship with the folks around them. We are friends of Lamore, us dwarves here in Agatas, but as you see here, we are mostly Kelegir dwarves. We do have, amongst our citizens and amongst our workers, many Duragar. And we are well equipped here to provide suits to deal well with the caustic situation you have at your hands. But everyone in Lamore knows that you don't get something from nothing. And while we do have good grace with Lamore, you can only ride on good graces for so long before it goes to naught.
A solution. I pull out the ore, and I get down on one knee, and hold it out. This token of friendship is priceless among two societies. You can't put a price on love. And I whisper the last one. And kind of clutch at the nearest person. Not even the person I'm talking to, just the nearest person's clothes, just kind of just grabbing at him.
It's Bull's wet cloak.
Hot.
Yep.
Tell you what, a token of friendship is a good idea. We happen to have our own plights here in Agatas. Mayhaps if you're willing to help us, we could help you. Bear in mind, everyone is a sharpened tool for their own situation. My folks can help with remediation of whatever your companies have cooked up down there, but most of our folk are craftsmen, trades, script masters, or biomancers. You lot seem to have brought pretty vicious tools with you for a diplomatic mission. We may have need of them.
Oh, well, that's handy.
You see, we've ran into a bit of a problem a few decades ago. Some Rolf have taken up residence along some of the chain we have engineered to restrain a glacier of Gallus that was drifting away upon the mountain, or at least it was subject to cause great damage if it were to continue to drift. Anyways, secured as it was, it has been in great condition until the Ralph moved in. The Ralph have been causing significant damage to the chain. And we need some folks to go up and clear it out, but it is quite perilous to go up there with not knowing necessarily the condition of the chain, and also having to clear out the Ralph themselves.
What the hell is a Rolf?
Go ahead and give me a knowledge nature check.
Oh, but I was asking the dwarf.
Sure. So then fine. She goes, a Ralph is... It's like a snail, except many times larger. Approximately in size as it can get to be taller than a dwarf. And yea, as long as a hearse or a donkey. These snails secrete a very vicious acid. It's currently eating away at the chains where they've made their nest.
Question. Are they weak to a particular element? Like, do they really, really not like fire or electricity or...
She goes, I'm not too sure myself. I'm not much into the taxonomical studies. See, I'm a civil engineer here, but tell you what, I'll get you in touch with someone who might be able to tell you more about the Ralph. Besides, in order to get to the Gallus, you'll probably need some assistance in getting through the mountains. I happen to know someone who might be able to help you in such a way.
Oh, that would be really swell.
Oh God.
Tell you what, you take care of these Ralph, and I'll send a whole dozen a Duragar I have influence with down to help in Lemore for a Twillet. See what they can get done, who they can save. Anytime after that, and 40 days is a long time to go without food, injured inside a containment zone anyways. You're probably not like to find anyone else.
Well, we're really good at this sort of thing. We're gonna do great. So, like, one time there was this big turtle. We actually made friends with it, but well, maybe that's all we need to do here. So that's anyway. Thank you.
Yeah. She moves to write on a note. She goes, see, what you're gonna want to do with this is head to the upper stables. There you'll find a man by the name of Ferk. Yeah. Ferk is a blue-scaled draken that you should be able to see there. He'll lead you to a man that should be able to get you into the northern part of get you into the northern highlands. Get you into the higher highlands and be able to guide you to the place in question. All right, and with that, is there anything else you guys would like to do before you depart?
I would. Or you mean just depart this room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did she take the ore?
The ore is on the table.
Okay.
And she did, like, drag it closer to her when she was looking at it. And, like, considering, right?
Alright, I still have the rope grease if in the future there is diplomatic troubles, but I think we solved it.
I think you did great.
Okay.
100%.
You should have carved the ore all fancy.
Oh, that's true. I don't have good woodworking skills. Maybe Emery does.
I didn't think of it at the time. It's too late now.
Dang it. I'm debating whether or not to find a way to not be sick, or to go to a bar and procure some secret things that I need for my secret projects.
Wow.
He said that loud.
Is your secret projects becoming an alcoholic?
No.
It's my
But I meant-
character depth.
I imagined in a city full of dwarves, it would not be too difficult for me to find a speakeasy, would it, Mr. DM Man?
It would not be hard to find anyone that sells liquor or anything like that. No, but
Let's
I was
go.
hoping it was a dry county.
And
These mountain dwarves like ship parts for ships they can't use and they don't drink. They're what the dwarves call nerds. All right, I go looking for a speakeasy, but I believe Bull and Ilya had their own tasks they wanted to complete. So
I think me and Ilya can venture off on our own and find you guys later. If you just want to meet at the tavern or something.
sure, yeah, I'll go to the tavern with Wretch. That kind of sounds fun. You wanna go have a little drink, buddy?
sure.
Me and Ilya need a one-on-one adventure at some point, don't we?
Yeah.
This'll be fun. This'll be fun.
Is this the B plot where you guys start out not really liking each other and by the end you're best buddies?
Let's get over the fact that we can barely talk to each other first.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
and if you ever found out that he's
primordial.
actually a human, you might just a slight change of the tint of his skin is all that's keeping him alive.
yeah. Oh.
Anyway,
okay. So who wants to start off first?
those two.
So you guys go to Osmer McBride's vein cartographer and appraiser, and bring your gems.
Yeah, I'm going to appraise them and see if there's anything worth hanging on to, or just sell them all.
Okay. You set the boxes out in front of Osmer McBride, and Osmer is appears to be a Jotun blood, as he's a rather tall Norn. And well, then go ahead, open up the boxes.
I open the boxes without undoing the clasps, so the clasps just break.
Nice. Kind of looks in. Kind of rifles through him a bit. Uncut. But large. He pulls one up and takes a looking glass to it. Give me a negotiation check.
Can I be scary looking?
No.
Oh.
You're too soggy.
You're not gonna threaten value into these.
Just 2 success.
2 success? Okay. He goes, these 3 here, they're cracked. Those 2, chipped. The quality on these 6, however, pretty good. Just need some buffing and some cutting. I'll give you 50 gold for the lot of them.
So that's for both boxes?
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of look at Ilya, expecting him to say yes or no of whether or not I'm getting ripped off.
I have absolutely no idea.
Why did you do the B plot?
Wait, can
Emery and I know what
streetwise check?
we know what money is.
But yeah, I know what money is. I just don't know if he's getting ripped off. Can I do a streetwise check to know?
Sure.
Oh wow!
For all I know, those gems are 50 gold apiece.
Triumph, a success, into advantage.
You know that is probably not a lowball screw, but it is a opening bid, so to speak.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of intimate that. Well, like he's not screwing you, but this is just the opening for some haggling.
Ah. $55 gold.
Deal. And with that, you've got your money. Next. Is it Wretch wanting to go to the tavern?
Sure.
Looking around, you eventually find a place called the Pewter in the Pipe. It appears to be rather obnoxious, and inside there is, on the upper level, there is smoke coming out of the top windows. Very aromatic.
Huh.
Moving inside, you find that there are a full assortment of all sorts of people in here. There is a round, like, full service all the way around bar, and there are multiple like hookah stations. A few people with big pipes as well, that with multiple bowls on them, being stoked. There are behind the bar is a kind of like, you see like garlic and onions being kept in like a huge sack that's kind of like hanging in like classic like dry sheds and stuff like that. There's a bunch of stuff hanging from the second floor ceiling down in these drying racks, and there are large like those kind of like moving moving ladders that are like in libraries that are used inside the area to get up above the bar to pull backwards and be able to pull from the herbs.
Is this a take a seat situation or go to a bar situation? As I'm looking around, are there servers going around, or do
There's
you
no
just kind of like?
servers. No.
Okay, so I'll approach the main bar.
Okay. There is a Duragar dwarf there, with crimson tattoos or crimson markings, going straight up his neck and kind of like this onto his face, and then he's got small, flitty, dotted ones on his head that almost look like sparks from a fire. He looks over you. What can I do for you?
How close is Emery? Over the bar, and kind of speak in like a knowing way to him, but I'm still a little sick. Hey, when it gets near the end of the night and you got a troublesome sort, and you need him to just lay down for a while, what do you serve him? And I'll take 2.
He looks at you. Well, I've got laudanum.
What is laudanum outside the game? That sounds familiar, but I don't remember.
Laudanum is something that makes you dunk.
It's a sedative.
It's
It's
10% liquid morphine, sometimes mixed with ether and alcohol.
Okay. If you're offering, I'll take 2 of that and a keg of your most pungent beer.
He goes, well, I'm not really going to sell you laudanum by the cup. I'll just give you a bottle.
What if he's thirsty?
You can do what you will with it.
Thank you.
I can't really, like, crack it and then resell it. You can have the whole bottle, though, of the laudanum, if you'd like. It'll cost you a pretty penny.
Up till this point, I've been leaning on the bar and being real slick, and now I stand up straight and I'm a little confused. So, like, immediately a change of tone. Now, do you mean like a penny that's like really shiny, or did you imply like a lot of money?
Oh, sorry. This is going to be a whole gold for the bottle of laudanum.
Oh yeah, that could be arranged. And then I settle back into being cool.
Please don't give it to one person all at once.
Oh.
You will kill him.
Oh, come on. I thought this
I
was
feel
gonna
like
be
this
one
is
of those-
specifically to knock Bull out if he goes crazy again.
This could have been one of
Listen,
those
I need
situations
options.
where you get like the concentrated bottle of cold brew that's supposed to be like cut with water, like multiple times, and you're just like, this tastes really bitter. And then like an hour later, it's just like cold sweats. Something's wrong.
I just spent like multiple weeks in the woods with two people that were like scratching at their skin unless they got some meat, and like butchered a bunch of elves when they got mildly angry. So yeah, I think I need contingencies about now.
So do you give him a gold?
Yes, I do.
Um,
And did you hear that I need some smelly beer?
Some smelly beer?
Yeah.
Yeah, for 2 silver you can get yourself pretty much any kind of basic beer.
Okay. Then I spend 4 to get 2 quote-unquote doses of it.
Okay.
and do you have anything for the sniffles?
Oh, you're looking for something to heat you up, are you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you can go ahead and try this. And he passes you something across the table that looks orange, kind of similar to like a brandy or something like that.
Sure, is it warm?
It is not warm to the touch.
Okay. I still take it. Thank you.
Yeah, it comes in a small those glasses sniffer.
Yeah,
Sifter.
Yeah.
Snifter.
Snifter. That's why it's. I was like snifter or sniffer.
Yeah, it's the more
Snifter.
ridiculous thing. Yeah.
Both. Yeah. So he gives you that, and it's got about 2 fingers in it.
Gross.
Okay. How much?
2 silver.
Okay. Ugh. Thank you. That's so nice. So kind. Thank you.
Yep. And he just goes back to buffing the table.
Emery starts trying to just socialize with everyone around. They just howdy, hi,
Okay.
how's it going? Budwig, huh?
Talking around, you introduce yourself to a couple of folks. One of which, this antlered lady with baubles in their hair bumps into you.
Hey,
She's a social butterfly.
I am sitting here.
Ah.
I thought I was a bit more conspicuous, but
Speaking of conspicuous, what do you look like?
you see a Durgar dwarf, with a piercing, a strange sort of lip piercing down here that almost looks like 2 latches, and then piercing over each eyebrow as well. And he's wearing what looks like a singular outfit, an outfit that maybe never gets taken off, something equipped for living and sleeping in the wild. And over his shoulder is this long, what looks something crossed between like a contra bassoon and a shepherd's crook, that you can see somewhere near his feet is like slowly emitting smoke, and there's a small reed that sort of sticks out from the middle of this large stick near his lips.
Oh, hi. I'm Emery. What's your name?
Stenig.
Benny.
Stenig, Agislos.
Okay, sure.
That name
Sure,
rings a bell.
yes.
Was it just said a second ago, or did I miss it?
No. In fact, you thumb open your letter that you got from Dwarfy Dread Sylvianek, and it addresses Fair but it says, please get them in touch with one of the local Sherpas. Perhaps, and it lists a couple of names, but one of them on there is his.
Oh, this is really my lucky day. This is really convenient. You see here, there's this letter, and they said they were trying to get us into contact with you, actually.
I'm sorry. I must have misspoken. That is not my name. I was confused there for a moment.
Oh, that's a weird thing to get confused about.
Yeah, no, truly. Yep. Anyway.
It's a lot of syllables to make mistakes over.
Oh, well, that's really too bad. Anyway, what's that there that you have? That's a interesting contraption thing.
This? Well, it's a pipe. It's one of the pipes of my people. It's been passed down the Aegislos line for... Well, honestly, I can't really remember, but for a long time.
1,000 years.
1,000 years.
Oh.
Give or take.
Sure. Yeah.
It's kind of the multi-tool of my trade. I herd my goats with it. I keep the demons at bay with it. Keeps me warm. I beat people over the head with it. It really does everything. I mean...
That's very, versatile. You said goats?
Yes.
I love goats.
I love goats. You maybe like goats. Maybe goats seem like a fun thing to do on weekend for you, but no. You
Goats
don't
of the
love goats.
Highlands are not the same as the goats that you come from, too.
The goat won't love you anyway.
Oh,
Goat must be tamed. Overpowered. Embraced.
Oh, I'm really good
he's
at
sweaty
embracing.
nice, I'm sure.
Actually.
Your flesh pungent with the struggle.
Meanwhile,
Waking your muscles, aching from such strain in the deep dark night, alone with your herd.
Ilya and Bull, where are you off to?
Next thing I want to look at is weapons and or armor.
Okay.
I don't know if that's the same place Ilya wants to go or not.
Well, next
Probably.
door is Dothy Clay's evolutionary enchantments. So inside the windows you can see inside the first window you can see that it is gilded in a way that actually displays her name magically in wire. And opening up the door, you can see that there are a multitude of rings, as well as what appear to be craft hammers, pens, and then a few weapons of war as well, kind of intermingled with the other supplies there. Behind the counter is a shop where there is several tables, and there are several different items caught in vices here and there. There are several vats behind it, and on a table far in the back there is a woman dwarf with long blonde hair that looks to be pulled back, and it's weird because it's not pulled back into a pony, but it seems to be pulled back and like clipped in something that is big enough that actually weighs down her hair behind her back, and keeps it fanned out. But she doesn't seem to have heard you guys enter.
Bull just kind of like loudly clears his throat.
Ah! Oh! Hello there! And this female turns around and shuffles into your guys' direction. What is it that I could help you with?
Well,
Dustin?
I was wondering if you could give me some more information on my weapon here. Found that if I put it in the hands of experts, sometimes they educate me a little bit. I'm going to draw my sword and gingerly hand it to her, see what she thinks.
That is quite something. She kind of looks it over. Oh, I don't know. One moment, and then she goes back and she grabs gloves and puts gloves on, and comes back and touches it. And she actually brought a long piece of felt that she lays down and sets it on, and then goes over and grabs a rolly stand and brings it over with a adjustable magnifying glass. She looks at it and holds up a light into part of it that shines in a way that it magnifies the light back down through the magnifying glass as she's looking at it. This is by and far one of the most potent enchantments I've ever seen. Especially on steel. A weapon like this shouldn't be able to bear this kind of load. Who did this?
Well, the funny story. Originally, the sword, while it was nigh unbreakable and incredibly potent in battle, that was done by my father, and it was his magnum opus. And then I made a bargain with Azralam, and he elevated the enchantment on my blade to something extraordinary. But there are secrets here that are beyond my understanding, and I'm not going to pretend to know exactly how Azralam would bless my sword.
She looks at it a little bit more, and I'm sorry. It's not that I don't believe ya. It's just you hear the words coming out of your mouth, right? And I
get that a
don't
lot.
know this trademark. So, I mean, unless your father's not from around here, that part doesn't seem to add up to me. I know most of the script workers and the cartographers around here. And God's making weapons? You must be some special guy.
I am, my friends and I have found ourselves in some very remarkable circumstances over the past. God, Lordy, how long ago did our adventure start in game time?
It has
It hasn't been very long.
It has been 3 toilets, just over 3 toilets.
So is that 30 days?
It's been
60 days?
It's been 70 days as of today.
In the
Like a
past
year and a half.
past couple toilets, some stuff has happened to us. So the trademark is for my father, but his would have been found in the Winterlands, which is far from here to see any of his work travel this way.
So I can tell you right now a couple of things, but if you'd like me to keep this sword for a few days, I can study it some more. What I can see from here is that, I mean, with this sword being common steel, surprised you're able to find an enchantment this potent. I'm surprised this hasn't exploded, to be honest. Must have been because of the dual enchantment that I see here. The enchantment that you say was from your father's. Here, looks like it could dull with time. Have you done anything to re-enchant?
I have slaked it with my blood.
Yeah.
That may just be part of the enchantment, but that seems to keep it good and sharp.
I see that here. There seems to be. It mentions loss, sacrifice in the blade. It's built into it. It seems to crave sacrifice. Keep that in mind. It might be that very nature of sacrifice that keeps keeping it together. And from there, she doesn't have more that she can tell you right now. If you'd like to give her your sword for later, by all means you can, and she can tell you more about it later. That's where you're at.
Yeah, obviously I want to know more about my sword, but at the same time I need it. It is a tool, first and foremost.
Yeah.
But thank you.
Yes.
Sword's the last connection I have with my father.
Well, your father was a decent craftsman, I will tell you that. And I would love to know about all this other stuff. I mean, between you and me, I don't necessarily believe that a god did this, but I certainly would like to meet your father.
Well, the man had a lot of debts and not a lot besides his life to pay them with, and that caught up to him in the end. I have not seen or spoken to him in quite some time.
She turns her attention to Bull. Bull, what are you exactly looking for here?
If she happens to have any great axes, I'd like to take a look at them or ask about them.
Okay. Give me a streetwise check.
1 and 2.
No, she doesn't have any great axes here. You're gonna have to look around further, but I would say for the sake of time, maybe we do this after you guys go and deal with the Rolfs, because we would like to get through that before this session is up. So maybe on you guys' way back to Agatas, you can ask around again and look for someone else who might have that.
Okay.
Cool. Back at the bar.
All right.
15 minutes of hardcore minutia. Almost an interrogation about goats later.
Yeah.
Stennig stops to take a breath, and by take a breath, I mean deeply inhale from his pipe.
I'm gonna sneak up on you and say really fast, though I'm not gonna say it super fast here because I need you to understand it. But I'm gonna say, Sherpa says what?
Eh?
This is the guy we were looking for. But he's saying some really interesting stuff about goats. If you just want to sit down and listen to this, it's actually fascinating.
I can't hear when I'm inhaling. One time my pipe was clogged and I pulled really hard and I felt a pop. And after that, anytime I'm inhaling, it's just like being in a wind tunnel.
Fair.
Who are you? Do we know each other?
I'm
Are you with the debt collector?
Not a debt collector at all. We're just looking for somebody to take us to some snails. Because we're going to be helping out with the snails. What are they called again? The Ralph?
The Ralph.
Yeah.
So, the note mentions, if you've shown it with him,
Yeah.
It basically says, hey, take these people to help deal with the Ralph. Your goats will be able to, will be contracted for all work with the Gallus for future mining if the Ralph are dealt with, which is a prominent contract to be able to be the Sherpa to take folks back and forth, all of the miners, to the Gallus deposit.
Sweet. shiny ancestors.
See? Not that collector, see?
No, not at all. No, this is fortuitous.
Yeah.
Okay, when are we leaving? You ready now?
I mean, we have 2 more of us who should be joining shortly.
They walk through the door.
Okay. Just waiting for the ding, the door.
Wow.
There they are. The big, angry-looking one and the really nice blue-looking guy. Yeah.
Huh. You guys, interesting group. Like a propaganda poster.
I'm not sure what that word means, but we're all really great friends, and we're definitely not wanted anymore. So yeah, we're just,
Me neither. Haha.
yeah.
To isolation we go then, huh? Nothing to hide. None of us.
Yeah.
No.
So when we walk back into the bar, I hand the 3 companions 10 gold each.
I told you didn't have to pay me back.
That is you're big. Goats, I think, will like you.
Oh my.
Will we get to meet him?
Bull just kind of looks at you. Doesn't really acknowledge anything you just said.
Yes. Yes, I was right. Goats will like you. You too eager.
The dogs always liked me when I trained those.
Yes, of course. Age-old wisdom, goat like dog.
Just to reiterate, all 3 of you have 10 gold now.
Yeah, that's a gold. 100 silver per gold.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh my god.
Things happen when you loot.
Things happen when you loot. Even if some of that might have been a little bit irradiated, it's fine. I feel fine.
And if I knew money, I could have possibly gotten us more, but I don't know money.
It's okay. None of us do.
The Gallus deposits are about a 2-day ride on Goatback.
Yes. Do they ride on Goatback?
Are we riding?
Maybe 3. For some.
No. Yeah, we're gonna ride the goat.
Perhaps learning curve, but I will have good smoke with goats beforehand. Hopefully make them more docile. Less bitey. Yeah. It's breeding season, so.
And then, but before we leave the bar, I've got to see if I can buy some travel rations.
Yeah, they can sell you at 2 silver apiece. Travel rations. Your sword has lightning, fire, water, and impact, right?
Also has a fire, water, and ice. Also ice. It adds
Okay, yep.
+2 stress hard.
Yep. Gotcha.
So I just hand him a gold and walk away because I don't want to bother with breaking it. After I spend 40 silver on travel rations.
Oh, I kind of like step up and I'm like, oh, that hurts me a little bit. Like, oh, and try to get the change for him.
Just give me
You
a
guys,
charm check.
am I present for all this?
Yes, absolutely.
How long have you been doing this?
Couple toilets.
I don't know, basic adult tasks together?
Eating at tavern.
2 success. Yeah, couple toilets. Yeah.
I'm sorry, that'd be 20 silver. I only bought 10 rations. I did the math wrong.
Well,
You spent 20 silver for 10 rations.
Yeah, you said 2 silver apiece, right?
Yeah, so that you go up and you ask for his change,
Yeah, 2 success.
and he goes, the guy at the front goes, he goes,
I was right.
he had perfect change. I will not be giving him any of his money back.
Perfect change, but he bought
10 rations for 20 silver, and you rolled 4 red. That's exactly it was correct change.
he gave you
He just
a
said,
gold.
I thought he said he just gave me 20 silver. He corrected.
No, I gave you a gold for 20 silver worth of rations.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry. He looks at you and
That
goes,
is a big tip.
yeah, he goes, oh, yes, he did drop some extra money. And he pulls up 15 silver and set it back onto the counter. I was going to try to tell him, but there seemed to be a language barrier with the big one.
perhaps
Yeah,
it is
approach
good we
the
go
counter
into no
here.
man's land where less interaction happens.
Sure. Well, thank you anyway. And I like kind of
Wait,
just
so he gives you 100 silver for 20 silver worth of rations, and you hand back 15?
is Ilya speaking?
Ilya, yeah, are you speaking or are you asking as a player?
Oh, I'm speaking. Speaking to the guy at the counter.
He asked for rations. I gave him rations. He handed me a gold and walked away. What is going on here? Are you averse to tip?
Hip?
Tip.
Hip?
Do I know this shopkeep?
Oh yeah, you've been here many times.
I'll nudge in and say, I'm sorry. These people, they're new, educated in the lowlands, perhaps not quite as equipped in arithmetic as the rest of us. I will see them out and get them on their way.
Ah, Stanek. Thank you very much, Stanek.
Yes.
See, just go by what the locals do. Haven't you ever heard? One in Agatas do as the locals do. Right?
And I sort of I'll lean in and be like,
Here's tip.
oh,
See?
see?
Here's tip.
He pushes you to the 15 silver.
Easy to understand. Okay.
And with that, you guys set out into the mountains.
And through all this, Bull's just kind of standing behind you guys like, what the hell are you doing?
You stop off at the Mountainside Menagerie to get your goat, which is the one that you rode in on. And it is a little bit, it's about the size of a normal horse, but it's a little bit hardier. And it's got that hair that you can see on what are those collies? Where it's just almost goes to the ground. Just this huge mane.
The, Lassie,
Yeah. So just huge, beautiful mane that's wavy and going down, and 2 big old horns that curve back.
there's a bell attached
Yeah,
to
of
one.
course. So this is the one that you rode in on.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is
You don't
Griselda.
recognize the one you rode in on?
Of course I recognize Griselda. This is Griselda. Spoosh moon.
You've
Hi,
got
Zelda.
about 8 more that have been either. Sorry, you have about 8 more, but 3 of them you sold in town.
Okay.
And raised them, and the other ones are stable within the place still.
Yeah, you see a deep crimson red eye with the very strange rectangular pupil. And you see her sort of nuzzle up against the greasy front of this strange multi-layered poncho thing that I'm wearing that has a large sort of thick collar with a hood that's thrown back currently. And then you see her also nudge down to the multiple sort of what almost look like vases or bells at the bottom of my shepherd's hook, which you realize are the multiple pipes attached to this ancestor's pipe that are still smoldering. And she sort of snuffs.
Bleh.
Yeah.
Daddy smoked too much.
Oh, they're so cute. And who's this one? Who's this one? And I ask every single one of their names.
That is Vanek and Danek. And Vanek too.
Nice to meet you. Yeah.
Some of them, they look too alike. You do this long, you recycle, man. Duh.
Sure.
So with that,
Nah, good talk.
as a Sherpa, you have these mountain goats that you have are trained to carry people who don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yes.
And so you can use that. There's enough space for everyone to have one, as well as a spare for supplies.
Yes.
If anyone needs to be able to strap anything, offload anything onto the goats themselves.
Yes, I very sort of languidly talk you guys through all of the safety features and things, where it's like, if you approach the goat and the goat back away, do not keep approaching goat. Always have mutual respect. Extend your hand out in a flat position. Allow them to smell you first. Do not try to pet them immediately. Only touch horns after they are comfortable with you. Goats eat everything. Do not let them chew on your clothes. It will disappear.
Nice.
Also get that.
You have to repeat these instructions over the next day of travel because, boy, is there some sort of language barrier.
I told you no grapes! Grapes make gassy goats! No!
Yeah, I am constantly sneaking in snacks.
I do have bonuses to animal handling and beasts.
Yeah, with two of these people being Woolund, they're naturally pretty acquainted with animals in general. Though one of them raised carnivores for sale, a little bit different.
Sure.
Goat like dog.
Go like dogs.
So
Similar.
over that time, just as a kind reminder to Ilya, Stanig would know more about the Ralphs, would be able to help you kind of have a good idea about what to do with your sword.
Stanig,
Yes.
anything at these Rolfs, any element, are they particularly susceptible to fire or shock or extreme cold?
I mean, salt. Salt will really do it.
Set your sword to salt. Roll me a knowledge nature check.
Assault.
Is that me?
Let's see.
No, this is going to be Stanley's roll. And you're going to add 2 boost die for local awareness.
Okay, cool. So, 3, and that's intellect or willpower for knowledge nature, I forget.
Knowledge nature is going to be off of intellect.
Cool.
So you get 2 yellows and green, and then 2 boosts.
Beautiful. That is a triumph, 3 additional success, and 2 advantage.
Okay. What you know is that
I know so much.
Lightning or fire will probably cause them to explode.
Oh,
yeah.
goodness.
And they are a giant bag of acid.
Not good time. Very bad time. These approaches.
While they are not susceptible to any sort of element in particular, what I will say is that if you set the swords to ice, that it will cause the acid to congeal, meaning that it will be less likely to splatter all over you upon contact when you attack them. So,
I'm gonna do my little prayer to Azralam and ask him to bless my sword with the cold of the void.
and there you have it. Overnight, your sword, with some concentration, changes its color, and the the brightness of its glowing ebbs significantly as it's no longer fire or lightning. But it has like the blue of steam when orcs are earth.
I like that.
It's a cool trick. Very, yeah.
It's also smoking a little bit. It's like smoldering with how cold it is.
Mine does that too.
Indeed it does. As you guys get further out and further out, you're going to consume 2 days' rations on this trip. Which will
it's
also
a good
mean,
thing I bought those.
Yeah. It'll also mean that if you have any damage on you, you're still healing through the long rests here. It is still drizzling rain out, though, which is not fun. If the two who are currently sick would like to give me a resilience check, we can see if it is cured over that time. However, actually...
Did the alcohol I had help?
Yeah, it'll decrease the
always
difficulty of this.
helps.
But, Wretch, you can use Cure Ailment, your Cure Poison or Disease or whatnot, with your spell as well. That would work on this just fine.
Yes.
I will do that.
Okay.
I'm just going to ask this because I still have 2 crits on me, and we took 3 days to get here, and it's been another 2 days. I don't remember how long it was that we were in town after testing my crits originally. But has it been? One is 4 days out, and one is 1 week.
The one that was 4 days out could be tested again. The 1 week one cannot. You can do that one again when you get back to Agatas.
I also have a
Okay.
crit that can be rechecked now.
Is there anything
we
I
could.
can do?
4 and 1 for the sickness thingy.
You are cured, sir.
Yeah.
Was that a test
I
for
try-
me? How I got confused when you were saying.
He can test for you though with his magics to cure you of your
Oh!
sickness.
Would you be willing?
Yes.
Thank you.
Alright, so first, when I cure myself, I turn to Emery and point at her and go. And then I feel a little bad. So then I give her just a little hug.
Oh.
I don't know if you were supposed to make a noise or not, but I don't think we heard it.
4 and 0. Oh, I did a Nelson laugh from The Simpsons.
If strange physical contact ritual don't work, Rizelda's spit has restorative powers.
Do you want the spit? You feel better, but do you want the spit?
Maybe later, but thank you.
Do you have to put it on as an ointment, or do you have to drink it?
No, she comes and licks bad part.
Yeah.
Rizelda knows where. Rizelda is like dowsing rod for illness. She will sniff the illness out in you and. Anyway.
As you guys get further into the mountains, you eventually come across parts of it that give you a bit of vertigo, as literally parts of the mountain slowly move underneath of you.
Whoa.
You look up, and in the sky, way ahead, you see chunks of the mountainside floating in the air.
Is that
It's
normal?
familiar.
Yeah, you get used to that. I mean, you guys won't. Certainly, not nearly enough time, but I did.
This just looks very familiar. We'll get used to it.
Okay.
Pushing on, eventually you get further and further up, and the wind with the rain at this point is pretty battering. It can kind of seep into your clothes.
Yeah, you see Stanek has like folded this elaborate hood up at this point, and that weird lip piercing he had, like he pulls the front of his collar up, and there's like a little hook that like creates like a fabric beard, essentially, that blocks against
That's nice.
the temperature, with a little very awkward like perfect circle mouth hole for the reed of his pipe.
You really should get lip hook.
Lip hook make
Stay up here.
lip hook make this place so much better. I cannot I cannot impress upon you enough. Lip hook, very good.
Okay, real talk. In real life, I have a coat that has like these fur like flaps that you can kind of connect up, but the buckle doesn't really hold. It's mostly for show. I could use a lip hook.
Yeah. You gotta get something.
Like I'm on board with this. This was well thought out.
Just use stapler.
It's not classy enough.
Yeah, that's what Stanek is giving me as far as vibes goes. Classy.
You press on, and meeting you with the sound of the rain and the wind, you hear a low, like spine deep.
Oh.
And as you guys get higher up, you see massive chains. The links themselves being about 7 feet in diameter for the link. Not the, like, it's 7 feet space 7 feet, so to speak. It is a massive chain link. And they are melded into hinges on plates that are bolted into the mountainside. The chains themselves seem to go from the core of the mountains, but up into floating rocks, and then out the other side and further up. In certain areas, there's maybe just one link bolting one mountain to another. In other areas, the chains seem to go forever to seemingly small rocks. But as you guys end up having to get closer, the rocks are titanic in size. Coming across one of these, you have to cross it. Is there anything that you guys want to do in particular before having to, on goat back, walk across chain over a giant crevasse?
Yeah, I'd like to put magnets on my feet.
What's on your feet?
I'd like to put magnets on my feet.
Give me a mechanics check.
He doesn't even ask for the magnet.
Right?
I hope you guys enjoy long periods of strenuous activity in isolated areas with no one to talk to because of the wind howl. Now that I say it out loud, it's yeah.
It's a reclusive task.
You guys make me homesick.
You look back and Bull is like curling his axe with like just something hanging off of each side of it just while riding the goat.
Yeah. What are you doing to goat?
He is natural. The goats have taken to him like no one else.
The goats are able to carry you guys across with their sure-footedness. But it's a slow process. And as you get to the other side, you manage to... the space opens up, and it's quite a lot larger than what originally it appeared. And in fact, there's a whole slope down the other side. It's not a floating rock. It's just another side of a mountain that seems to be crumbling and peeling up, elongating the mountain. So instead of being a pyramid, it's more of a like doubly high slope on this side.
Okay.
But on the
Wait. I wanna pat my little goat. You're like, it's okay, Trotter. It's okay. I know you were previously, what is it, Tonic 2, but you shouldn't be number 2. You're Mr. Trotter. You're a good little boy. And I kind of, like, tie myself to him a little bit more securely because I'm terrified of falling off.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to, like, use some extra oddball stuff I have to kind of tether.
You have no idea how quickly this is going to get Tawny.
If this comes up, I'll have you giving me a mechanics check to deal with that. But from here, in your new vantage point, you can see the point of concern for Dwarfidrid. It is a series of chain that has been rusted out and, in fact, is covered in all manner of algae and what appears to be some sort of webbing, and is kind of just smattering this whole area up towards a large chunk of stone that is hinged precariously off of another portion of a range. You see in that some semblance of life with it.
You see Stanek jump down off of Griselda's back, approach one of these sort of kaleidoscopic lichen patches, and you see him take out a little pouch and like a little flat blade, sort of like chip off some of this lichen, and then chip off some of this lichen, and then chip off a bit more of that lichen, and then come back to Griselda, stuffing a bit into a few of the pipe mouths.
Absolutely. It's very flammable.
I haven't tried this one before.
Looking ahead, this is probably the chain isn't sound necessarily. Moving forward, you see your targets further up. This is the space that you guys would approach in. Do you want to do it on goat back, or do you want to tie the goats up somewhere else and proceed on foot?
I think
What
we
does
should.
the expert suggest?
Could I've spent a lot of time around these chains.
Yeah.
Do I think that the chains are already a bit precarious?
You don't normally come within close proximity of like dangerous things.
Yes.
If you don't have to as a Sherpa.
Yeah,
You generally try to keep people clear of them.
yeah,
These are your livelihood.
yeah.
So bringing them up into the chains
That's
is
what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking there's like a huge mother flock back somewhere, but this is like a core group.
yeah. You probably have a few more at home that are
Yeah.
meant for breeding, and you got
Yeah.
a couple that are young that are
Yeah.
still being trained. But this is like your core here.
Yeah,
Your job was to bring them here to
Yeah.
clean, and it is their job to clean.
yeah,
So you can help as much as if they fail, you get nothing.
yeah,
So there's that as well.
yeah. Goat's not so good with acid, contrary to popular belief. Goat stay here, though I could potentially assist you, as long as I ensure the goats are secured. Not that I doubt your abilities or anything, but judging by the difficulty it took you to procure rations for this trip, I just would like to get a direct confirmation of your combat abilities. Just, we're a skeptical people, okay? It means no offense.
I mean, Bull is a hurricane of violence, and
I'm
My
not worried
story
about
was-
him. I never pointed at him. I pointed at the rest of you.
my sword was blessed by a god, and I've killed an invisible bird, so I think we'll do fine.
Yeah, Griselda told me stories of God too. It's very nice. And then I look back and I'm like, yeah, okay, maybe.
All
I mean, I can stay here. That is fine too. I can stay and wait with goats and smoke my lichen. And
The little rat man here discombobulated bodies twice.
I did.
And I sort of
Yeah,
just,
that's true.
just
He
help.
reconstituted my body in the afterlife. And I got better.
You
I like the
an
idea
idea
that
like-
recombobulate is nothing in common, and that was just like bold, like in the middle of his statement.
yes, I've done
I
very
have-
similar things on my ancestral vision quest. I've smoked these things.
I have to return in one moment.
Yeah, let's take a quick 5, and then we'll kick up there to the instruction camp.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
You guys are on the bottom. You can use her. You can keep her.
She might be the only one who comes along. Or I'm just like, no, goat's not good around here, except my goat. My goat is good around here.
Exactly.
It's different. You wouldn't understand. You could try. No.
No. Not even Trotter?
I decided to go this direction with the Eastern Bloc.
Accent is good.
Yeah. You know.
May like goats.
You may like though. I think goat is fun on me.
You need anything, Bubba?
Yeah, maybe a topper.
What do you got?
It sounds great. Oh. Something light.
Okay.
I'm back.
Hello.
So we're
Oi,
off
oi.
the record right now, right? Like it's not being recorded.
Oh,
Nope.
it's being recorded.
Oh, it's
All right, cool. So Eli and the goats. Do I need to like call someone?
Call about his chickens.
Yeah.
Are the goats consenting? Is all I'm trying to ask.
Oh.
Well, that's weird,
Oh,
though.
yeah.
I heard him over your stuff, but I didn't hear him over my stuff there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, they're cool. They're cool with it. Oh, do we have everybody back? Other than
Yeah.
We don't have Eli.
yeah, well, he doesn't matter.
Oh,
Do these things? Yeah. Okay.
and
So
then just to go off of what Josh said about Bull saying recombobulate. When he said twice, he held up 3 fingers, so you're not sure if he meant thrice or if he meant 2.
That's awesome.
So what you guys see before you is the infested chains to the Gallus Glacier. On the far end is the winching mechanism, which basically symbolizes where you guys are complete. So you guys do need to clear out these routes. I will have you guys roll initiative just so we keep track of your guys' turns. So you move back and forth. You can roll vigilance or you can roll cool in this particular circumstance. Sorry, you can roll cool or you can roll stealth. However, if you have an ability that lets you roll vigilance instead of cool or stealth, you can use that as well. Awesome.
It's me.
Like me, can I use when in
Before-
wilderness? Survival check?
Yes.
Or knowledge nature, sorry.
Yes, you may.
Before we get into the fight, do these snail slugs things count as animals?
Yes.
3.4.
3-1.
Okay.
1.3.
5 and 2.
Oh, Mr. Vigilant over here.
Yup. Best talent I ever purchased.
I'm impressed.
All my stats.
I
are
told you
that-
about that talent.
Stanek?
You did.
Coolest presence, right?
Correct.
2 and 2.
Anyone who rolled higher than 3, you guys effectively will have the drop on the first Ralphs that you come across.
You know why it's not sorting? There we go.
So the green smoky looking stuff, is that chemical?
No. So what you're
Okay.
looking at, the green smoky looking stuff is various overgrowth on the chain. That is essentially of varying quality, whether or not it will cause you to be slippery. Right now, every round, at the start of the round, I roll. The wind is coming out of the west, and it is a violent wind gust in this 6 seconds. Everything is covered in mist. The chain strength, it varies based off of where you're standing. There are areas that look like brown. That's like rock that's attached here and there. The tiny chain that you see, that is deep, far down in the distance, like this one here. And then the blue is open sky beneath you. The black that you see, like these here, that is crevasse. So it's like mountain all the way down, but there's open space there. So bear in mind, if you see something like a tree, that's going to be actually a whole freaking tree growing up out of this stuff. Areas like this is broken chain, where you can see beneath the broken chain, and so on and so forth. So Rather than narrating every single step, I will let you guys know if you come across something where you might need to roll or fall to your death.
Yeah, definitely nobody fall.
Couldn't be me.
Okay.
All
Hey.
right.
Okay, so with
Wretch
that,
can't fix us if he can't get the bodies.
Wretch, I believe, is top of the turn order.
Cool. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not 4. That's 4. This is a good spot to stand.
Sorry, which way did you come from? Yeah, running along the chain, that's fine. Yep.
There we are.
As of yet, nothing crazy, though you do feel the wind and the rain whipping at you.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna do the same. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Anything else you'd like to do?
No, I'm gonna have to drop on these guys. So, just gonna wait.
Okay.
Can you hold an action for attack or
Yeah, he can hold an action like that.
just
In case one of them slugs on over to me.
All right, Emery.
I want to do my innervate ability, which is an average check, short range, increased ability checks, which is giving 1 extra green die to a target for the next 10 minutes. Short range means I could give it to Ilya or Bolt, right?
Yeah. But
Give
you
it to the
can't.
goat.
But you currently can't give. Yeah, I was just gonna say you can't give it to Griselda or whatever her name is. He's one space too far.
Yeah.
Speak Griselda's true name.
That's you said that's
That's Danny. I was just looking at you guys.
gotcha.
Is it?
I want to give Ilya an extra green die on his checks for the next 10 minutes. So average check.
Is that concentration?
It doesn't say concentration, but I'll leave it up to you on what's fair. It's an average check.
Okay.
10 minutes.
Yeah, no, that's no problem. I might, if I roll a bunch of threat, make you roll for concentration, but I'm not going to make you consume maneuvers to maintain concentration.
Sure. So that'll be
Is this the pistachio or the honey?
honey.
That was. Did you want to try to sip of the Imperial apple cider?
1 success, 4 advantage.
Fine.
I rolled 3 threat.
Okay, so 1 and 1. So I succeed. So yeah, you get an extra green die on everything you do for basically the length of this fight, because I can't imagine it going longer than 10 minutes, right, Bubs?
Amazing.
Like,
I certainly hope it does not last 100 rounds.
yeah.
All right.
Well, I'm here, so.
Yeah.
Okay,
We'll see.
so I'll do that.
There is a lot of snails.
There are many, many snails.
There are a lot of snails. And since it seemed safe-ish, I'm gonna move up, but I'm still gonna stay behind. So.
Okay. All right. Stanek.
Griselda, Stanig is almost, strangely, he almost looks like he crouches on Griselda's back when he's riding her. And Griselda will just sort of mosey up behind Bull, doing that that strange lip flapping thing that goats do, like when they're trying to like woo you, where they're like that whole thing, where it seems violent, but that's them trying to lay like the schmooze on. And yeah, Griselda's just going to be lip flapping at Bull, and will follow behind him as he starts to move.
Okay.
With Stanig looking wounded.
Aww.
Bull.
Spoon
I lip flap Griselda.
Bye.
What is happening in this campaign?
My heart.
Is it safe to pass through other players' squares?
Right now you're on the chain is on somewhat solid surface, so yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll right now.
Look, we are.
All right, I'm gonna move 3 along the left side to get to there.
Okay. Is that all, Mike?
What?
Is that all?
Yeah.
Okay. Then with that, we're back up to the top with Reg.
All right, I'm gonna walk up to and I'm gonna bonk the first slug that exists.
Alrighty, sir. Give me a bonk.
Sweet ancestors, he's crazy. He just goes for it.
Just goes.
Just goes for it. I feel no fear.
I can never die!
Oh,
But you do have to keep your eye on Emery, though. She takes a lot of damage for the team.
4 and 4.
4 and 4.
You see Griselda take a step away from it.
I rolled one failure. Would you like to spend 2 of your uncanceled advantage to negate suffering 3 damage while you smack into this?
Question: does my damage kill it?
Probably not.
Then I would like to. Now, this is a question you can say no. But if I spend my advantage on blast, can I attempt to knock this thing off of its perch into the crevasse by having it do some kind of like coordination check, or is that too much?
Specifically because they're wall crawling slimes. I'm gonna say, you know what? Sure, but it will be hard. There's probably about a 20% chance he'll slip.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll take that. So I take 3 damage from smacking him.
Yep. And then go ahead and roll me. Let's see here. There. Yeah, go ahead and roll me 3 purple dice. So actually, roll me 4 purple dice. Roll me what advantage you wanted to spend.
Okay. And just so you know, you only had 1 failure, right?
1 failure. Yeah.
Yeah. Then he takes 9 damage besides the blast.
Okay.
4 dice. Okay.
Yep.
3 failure, 3 threat.
He does pass with 4 failure. Sorry, 4 success and 3 threat. With his wall crawler, but he is bloodied as you smack into him, and everyone else you see his the goop come out of this thing with the cracking of its shell, splattering onto Wretch. Smack, squirt. Okay. Ilya?
Yeah, I'm gonna get nice and close to it, and I'm gonna whack the snail.
Okay.
Looking unhealthy.
Get after it.
Don't forget your extra green die.
I think you crit something.
Okay.
I guess that's 1 and 3.
I rolled 1 failure. You rolled 1 success on all those dice?
I rolled 2 green and 2 yellow, and 2 success and 3 advantage on the roll, but I have the utility.
Gotcha. So the utility comes into play if you don't roll any advantage. And it reduces damage, not success.
Oh, okay. So that's 2 success, 3 advantage.
Yeah, I just rolled 1 fail. Would you like to spend
Okay.
2 advantage to not have this thing do you 3 damage and splatter?
Wait, can I?
Your weapon
do I
is
have-
your weapon is on set to freeze, and because of the triumph from earlier, I said that wouldn't work. So you're good.
Ka-ching!
Yeah, so that's
As you slice into this thing, it's semi-translucent except for its shell, and you actually see like shards of freezing shoot out of it and like almost like freeze parts of it as like veins of freezing ice go through it into its body, effectively cauterizing the wound before it splatters.
Rad. So that's going to be 7 damage.
Yeah, it's super dead.
I look back at our goat friend and like shrug, like, isn't that what you wanted?
Very good, yeah. I don't even know if I need to be here. Just kidding. I said I would help. Sherpa's on there.
I'm going to. You see me get down basically on my knees, take off my pack, and start just playing with some sticks. I'm just playing with some sticks. I move my sticks. I'm gonna try to do my construct.
Yeah.
And so I believe it's one less story point. It's one story point to make him. Right? Couldn't find my.
Yep. One thing to note is that you and Wretch are currently soaked in water, and your magic is hardened to do while you are wet.
Okay.
Which I forgot to do when you did the innervate. But
Zip zap.
No, that's fair. So is it still an average check? I'm trying to find my. What ability made it so that I could do it in combat?
yeah, it has prepare. It has like some prepare qualities and stuff like that. If you just look at the spell now. It's on the other sheet.
Not the summon
Oh,
critical.
here.
Dual construct, prepare 2, and concentrate
Okay,
qualities.
it's on its own page now. Sorry. Okay.
Wow.
So that takes my whole turn, right? That's what prepare 2 means.
It means it takes 3 actions to do. You can split it up between 2 turns if you'd like.
Okay, I will start doing that this turn. Should I do the roll this turn or next turn?
Next turn.
Okay.
Because if it's interrupted, then you won't effectively get it off. So. And then with that, the first Ralph is going to slowly turn, and you hear as it is going to slowly lurch forward and then squelch out with one of its little membranes and ooze at Wretch. Wretch, can you give me a melee defense check?
Still 1.
2 and 1?
Yeah.
You actually duck back just in time, but you see its ichor kind of splatter along the surface that you are on, and it kind of eats into it, and the rain causes it to spill along it, creating streaks in the metal. And then this one here is going to just move up, and that's its entire turn. Stanek, what do you do?
With the melee now in full swing, Stanek will give Griselda a little hit. And what's my movement speed with her?
Her movement speed is 4, and she's got sure-footed, so she ignores difficult terrain.
Okay, could I get up to stand in between Bull and Emery?
Yeah, you want to ride?
Yeah.
Griselda? Alright.
I figured.
Absolutely.
And as Griselda sort of like does the sort of impossible mountain goat movement, like hippity hopping in between these spaces, she bounds in between you with this sort of plume of smoke, where Stanek was a few moments ago, and from in this cloud of almost opalescent smoke, you hear, "Just be cool with it, okay?" And I will cast Ancestral Strength. Concentration, hard, range short, target 2, I can add targets. And then I'll increase ability of their checks.
Okay.
And I'm basically going to, hotbox the immediate area. And suffuse you all with one of the smokes available from my pipe.
Okay.
Just be cool.
Just be cool.
What's the difficulty? Average?
Hard. But let's see. Does Ancestor Pipe, 1 defense, brawl, 5 damage, can quicken a potion cast and +1 range. Oh, so no.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's alchemy. Oh. So, a triumph, 3 more success and an advantage.
I rolled 3 failure and a threat.
Okay. So, I have a success and a triumph, then. The triumph, the success, and the triumph part of the triumph, and an additional success.
Okay, so you rolled 4 success and a triumph.
Yeah, that's how I say it. I say
Okay.
a triumph, 3 additional success.
Yep, sorry. Yep.
I
Everyone does
feel
it
like
differently,
that's...
it seems.
Okay.
I count the successes all together.
4 success,
Yeah.
an advantage,
And a triumph.
and the triumph.
Can't wait till we get to the trials.
Now that we've done that, I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so you have a triumph and a success this time.
Can I, so it's basically just all increase ability of their checks. So I can add targets for 1 advantage.
I would allow you to effectively cast it on everyone.
On everyone. That's what I would like to
With
do.
a triumph.
Yeah.
Okay, so all of your newfound allies, you all increase the ability of all checks.
Yeah.
As long as he's concentrating on this, which means you get that green that Emery gave you, Ilya, earlier, now is a yellow. And everyone else,
Synergy.
basically, if you have
Synergy.
a green, one of the greens turns into a yellow, and if you're rolling all yellows, you get a green. Look at you guys, you're suddenly really good at stuff.
That's great.
See, I told you, be cool. It's great. Drugs are great. I mean, for
Just
me,
wait
don't
until
try
I
to do it
attack.
yourself.
Alright, Bo.
I'm gonna sit this one out.
Bull immediately becomes a Dare commercial. Just, oh no. Sometimes this does happen, yeah.
All right.
He needs military involvement.
I maneuver up to where I am.
Okay.
So serious.
Can snails be knocked prone?
They have wall crawler and slime, which effectively allows them to slurm along walls very effectively. So yes, they can, but it's harder.
Yeah.
Say these look more like limpets than snails.
I'm gonna snicker snack this one.
Okay. And you get some bonuses because they're animal.
Yep.
I rolled 1 failure.
Oh boy. Five and 3.
All right.
So 1 failure. So that is going to be 4. $13 pierce 2, and I'm gonna proc blast
Jeez, dude.
on the 2 snails in front of me.
Okay. So how much is your blast?
4.
4. Jeez, peace. Okay, so the one in front of you explodes.
See, I know what I was talking about.
You take
That was all you.
3 damage as the acid coats your chest. But you do. It's blast 4. Holy crap. Yeah, you smash into the one next to you as well.
Everyone hears Griselda go, oh.
Okay. Top of the round. The wind is now from the north, and it is turning into a very, very burly breeze.
Burly breeze.
Wretch, it is your turn.
Suffused
I'm
with
currently
magical
ready to hit that
drugs.
slug next to Ilya, so I'll just hit that one next to Ilya.
Huh? You mean bolt?
Bull.
My bad. But
He's looking at our knees. He can't really tell us apart that well.
I held purple knees. Alright, so if I have 3 yellows and a green, do I roll 3 yellows and 2 greens or 4 yellows?
4 yellows.
Okay. A triumph, 3 success, 5 advantage.
1 and 1.
So
Okay.
it's so much.
Would
Well-
you like to spend your extra advantage to keep this thing from spattering you with corrosive fluids?
Sure.
Okay.
And if he's still alive after taking... Sorry, you said 1 failure again?
Yes.
Okay. Then after taking 8 damage, is it still alive?
No, it's effectively dead. It had 1 health left, but I think it had 1 extra strain, which you could cause it to suffer. So,
Alright, what should I triumph to do then?
You can give somebody a boost die, I think.
you could, or you could have the wind not be so bad here in 1 turn, or you can have for sure solid ground for the next 15 feet.
For sure, solid ground.
All right.
I'm steady.
Yeah, you smash the shit out of that thing.
Woo! Alright, then I'm going to move up 2 squares.
Okay. Plodding along, Ilya, right behind you.
Yeah.
He's just playing with himself. He's just playing with his new toy. He's just shaking his head.
God,
I don't know how to make
nobody knows what it's like.
Don't engage.
We live in a society.
Flying along. Autumn text.
All right. As you climb up there, you are on the edge of that chain. You have to go this way in order to proceed. This is a crevasse all the way to here.
Ah, okay. So 1, 2.
Like here's solid footing here.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Okay. Yeah. That's where I want to be. Solid footing.
Okay. Moving up, Emery.
I'm finishing casting my spell.
Okay.
So... And I get an extra upgrade, so I need 4 yellow dice.
What's the difficulty?
Average, or it was.
Oh yeah, and it's magic. So
5 success, 1 advantage.
that is just enough.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I added a red die from the drizzlery rain. And you will suffer an extra strain from casting the spell. Who do you summon?
Wait, it doesn't cost me a story point to summon it. It's just you reworked my ability. I'm sorry. I am going to summon a large porcupine.
Oh, okay, not Malice.
No, I'm not summoning Malice. I'm just going to summon a porcupine. I was going to try to turn it maybe into a goat, but then I figured that might get problematic, so a little porcupine. I was like kind of feeling inspired, and I was like, you know what? No, that'd be kind of weird.
Are you appropriating my culture?
No. See, this is a porcupine.
The
And
what is Malice?
Malice is a big bear.
Ooh.
He's my beast of the hunger
Oh dear.
that came out when
Oh no.
the hunger got too strong in the woods.
Oopsies.
Yep.
Oopsies all meat.
Alright.
I'm Jordan Peterson and I'm here to advertise the carnivore diet.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys better wash your balls.
These blasted, bloody, postmodern Marxists are telling you not to do that.
Don't worry, it's just a porcupine. Everybody calm down. It's just...
But are his
porcupine.
balls washed?
Not helping!
So
Just a porcupine.
this wooden porcupine
Female porcupine.
comes up to life, and the porcupine suffers from gigantism, just like the goats do.
Okay. And then we'll have porcupine go. I will step 2 up myself with my final part of my turn, and then I'll have the porcupine go. If that works, it can go its first turn, right?
Yep.
Okay. What is speed for it work again? Sorry, Corbin.
How does
I
speed?
put my arm down.
It's
Sorry.
got an agility of 2.
It's just
That's
the
its speed.
agility.
Yeah.
That's its speed. Okay. So it's gonna go 1, 2. And then it's gonna try to go the opposing way, like
Sure.
1, 2.
It's the biggest party we've had of 1, 2, 3, 4 heroes, an ally, and 2 summons.
Mm-hmm. We're working on it.
Too bad you have funnels.
Yeah, it's alright. We'll figure it out.
Is that you?
Wait, can I step on this spot?
No.
Okay, just wanted to make
That
sure.
is- that
then
is-
I'll go that
That
way.
is
yeah.
wide open.
That's fine. I just wanted to make sure.
Yep.
Yeah, that's me.
All right. Stanek.
So with how these are written, 15-foot cones.
And these ones here.
Yeah, these ones here, and then the ancestor pipe, quicken a potion cast, and +1 range.
It quicken means that you can do it as a maneuver.
So I can, but with the +1 range, can I have the cone originate from? Is it like?
It'd be a 20-foot cone.
Oh, it would be a 20-foot cone, but it originates.
So no, it's a
from
15.
me.
It's a 15-foot cone from one space further away.
That's what I
Yes.
was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay then. So we
Oh,
have.
you guys are standing in the same spot.
We have the 2 Ralphs there. That's the porcupine next to Bull.
Yeah, and then there's 2 more
Okay.
back there. That way.
I will, let's see. 2, 3. I will move and saddle up next to, Elia and Wretch, if I can.
Like here?
Yeah. And, is anyone wounded?
Yeah, a couple of them taking some damage. Both got 3 damage on him. Wretch has got some damage on him.
Oh, then I'll do Dwarven Sigh. Easy range short 15-foot cone to heal. Heal equal to successes.
Yeah. Yeah, you can. You could hit both of them with that.
That's what I was thinking. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, I can't move his character. If you wanna.
Oh, that's strange. Thought I fixed
Yeah.
that.
I can move his Griselda. I can't move him.
Fixed. Alright. Easy check, you said?
Yeah.
1 and 1.
2 and 3. So 1 success, 2 advantage. I forgot what I can do with the 2 advantage.
2 advantage. Where is your dwarven side? Easy range short. Okay. I would allow for 2 advantage. You to increase the healing by 1.
Okay. Yeah, you both heal 2.
Yay!
And then I'm maintaining concentration on ancestral strength still. So
Okay. Ball.
One, two. 1, 2. And that's all I can do.
Okay.
I was just waiting until for you to tell me if I fell or not.
Yeah, no, yeah, sure footing there for the next little bit because of your beautiful Reg.
Oh, and for the healing,
that
you
was for
both.
all of us? Okay.
You
Yeah, that
both.
was just like the next area was sure footing. Yeah.
I blow a big obnoxious smoke ring at both of you for you to recover your health. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
I'm that sort of aggressive smoker. Just blow it.
It's
in
the
your
kind
face
that
all the time.
stings our eyes and makes us trip.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
No.
You're healed, he said, as full plummeted to his death.
Doesn't that feel good?
Now the wind starts to pick up from the south. Still heavy gusts. Over to Reg.
All right. I'm gonna go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Whoa, no. So, you see where there's metallic chain?
Okay.
It stops abruptly right here.
He got a contact high, he's tripping.
So you can drop down into the foliage here if you would like. But this is certainly hindering terrain, and I'm going to need you to give me a coordination check if you're moving out
Then
that
I will
way.
not do that. I will stay on the chain.
Wow, it's intense.
Did I?
Last one.
Oh, that was probably me. Turn it up so I can hear better.
It was
Josh is trying to get in his zone.
immediately very loud.
Yeah, I gotta get into some NPC death mode. Oh wait, PC death mode. Sorry, Elaine.
Yeah.
Wow, that was
I
very
think I'm a strong middle of the pack contender right now, okay? Stanic's sticking around for season 2.
All right, Stubby, you're just running up.
Yep.
Elia, it's you.
Okay. So is this safe over here?
Yeah. That is the last certain safe, though.
Last of the certain safe.
Okay, I'm just gonna wait there, and that snail comes up to me, I'm gonna bonk him.
All right, Emery, how about you?
Bunga bunga.
It's not a concentration to keep my person out, right? I don't see it saying concentration once again.
No, it's 1 strain per hour, I believe.
Don't invite it in.
Okay. Taken at the start or the end of the hour?
Oh wait, hold on.
Ritual
It
cast
is.
construct.
Prepare to and concentrate qualities
Oh,
when you
okay.
cast it in the middle.
Thank you.
Unless cast as a ritual.
Unless oh, if I cast it as a ritual, it doesn't have concentrate.
Correct.
That's the beauty of ritual casting.
Cool.
A little bit of prevention goes a long way.
Alright, I move to and do light concentrate.
Okay.
Wait, so I shouldn't have taken. Okay. And then my buddy can go. Ooh. 1, 2, 1, 2. He's working his way up.
Yeah, your elk has sure-footed and is highly mobile.
That's a porcupine boss.
Yes, I know.
Oh, I was thinking that the elk just inherently wouldn't seem
Right.
like it would be safe on chains, so
Yeah.
I didn't think that would count in this case.
Right?
Goats just snorting in derision.
That felt very wrong.
Get out of here, imposter!
So I wasn't going with that.
No problem.
Figured that was contextual, but
Stanig is next.
Well. Sure, I'm sorry, I must focus on the battle. Let's see. Let's see. Um, 15-foot cone.
I have your stats for your goat here too, by the way.
Okay. Does the goat have like a leap or anything?
It has sure-footed and a movement speed of 4, so it effectively
Essentially.
has a leap.
Okay, so as long as I end my movement on a solid surface, it doesn't matter, basically?
Yeah, I'd allow it to move 4 spaces per hob, essentially.
Yeah. I'm wondering about potentially doing... Yeah, I would, Sarah, could you move her to right here, I think?
Sorry.
Us
Is
to
that
right
right?
there. Yeah, and then I'd like to do the Humpty Dumpty poison.
Oh boy.
First, I gotta roll 2d6. Okay, good.
Jesus. Cool. Let's not address that ever. And then I'd like to do, Humpty Dumpty, 15-foot cone. Can I get all 3 of them? Almost?
You can almost, but not yet. Yep, it's just out of range.
Looks like the ruler.
Because you can do it 1 space away from you, right?
Yeah.
So 15 feet is...
Isn't that snail, that would be the 1 space away?
like,
Or is that 2 spaces away?
like 3 spaces is 15 feet,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
you can.
Oh, but okay, so I see that for the snail is too far away. I'll get 2 of the snails then.
Okay. The 2 closest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 25 and 5 squares away.
Yeah, with Humpty Dumpty. Cast Falling Poisons, Potions is 15-foot cones. Alchemy versus Resilience or Coordination at start.
Yep.
So-
it's against their resilience.
Yeah,
Go ahead and roll your alchemy as well.
Oh, yes. I'll describe it afterwards.
Resilience is 4.
Sweet Jesus. That would be 5 advantage.
Oh. They resist the poison.
Yeah.
Oh. No. Yeah, they both resist.
Time check.
Let's see.
Yep. Okay. So you blow your smoke at them, and that seems to anger them as this one turns around and comes at you.
Shit!
And then this one is also going to come at you from both sides.
Oh no.
They're going to spray. Can you give me a melee defense roll?
I'm gonna ink.
Just like the fortune tellers tell me. Soak 3 wound. Okay, melee range 1 and 1. So is that?
One. You effectively get. You have adversary. No, you don't. Okay.
I have adversary 1.
Okay, so 1 red die and 1 black die.
Oh. 1 failure, 3 threat.
Okay, roll again.
Oh, that's cocked. 2 failure.
2 failure?
Yeah.
Okay. One of the attacks hits you, doing 7 soakable damage.
Okay. So soak 3. So 4 damage.
Yep.
Okay.
And then,
Oh! Griselda!
Fine.
from that, so just so you guys know, it's 9:03 now. I know we started a little bit late. Are you guys opposed to finishing this tonight?
I gotta get up kind of early tomorrow.
Okay.
Sure.
How much more do you have in you?
There are a lot of
Okay,
stuff.
let's finish it.
Alright, just let us know if it's getting
No,
big
I
too
mean like, yeah, feel comfortable saying
Yeah.
15 even or whatever.
Feel
you know.
uncomfortable.
much. Don't listen to him.
Never disagree.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Fuck.
Okay, and with that, we will go to Tyrus.
Austin, Andrew, are you?
These goddamn postmodern marches.
I could do like 20 more minutes.
Okay. At most, we'll do 20 more minutes.
The clean room among you.
Bull.
Alright, so I'm making my first movement. I'm okay.
Yep.
Second movement.
You're fine.
Has anyone attacked this one yet?
No.
I tried. No, wait. No, that one snuck up on me.
I'll just stand there and glare at it.
Okay.
Because I don't know if I scare them or not.
Well, we've all exploded before they've had a chance to
Be afraid.
Feel fear.
Start of the round, there is a barely noticeable gust in the wind from the north. It seems to have died down temporarily. Wretch, what do you do? Right now, there is a funnel or a bottleneck in space from where Bull and Ilya are.
Okay. You said I can drop down into the foliage, but not the black spot.
The black spot is the middle of a link. There is a risk of you falling through.
Yeah, that would be bad. I'm gonna clamber over my compatriots, try and get to like here.
Okay. Can all of you give me a coordination check as you try to scramble past?
Take that.
You have doomed me, rat man.
Horseshoe. 3 and 0.
Okay, you're fine.
4 and 2.
Okay. Fall.
2 and 1.
You guys are all fine as the rat scrambles underneath your legs.
You're welcome.
What else, buddy?
I double moved, so that's it.
Okay. Ilya, how about you?
I'm gonna bonk the snail there.
All right. Just this.
3 and 3.
One threat, sir. Would you like to spend the 2? No, wait. You don't need to because you're using ice.
Yep. So that's 10 damage, and then doubled after soak.
Doubled after soak because he is not resistant to your attack, which kills him.
Boy.
His weapon, everything that is resistant to his attack is considered normal. Anything that's normal against his attack is considered weak to his attack, and if it's weak, it just dies.
Oh,
He's got 4 different elements he can switch it to.
that's nifty. Is that like on a toggle or?
It is. And then he can spend a story point to give it reach.
Oh.
It has the God Killer ability, and I'm very proud of my little poker.
That is.
And if we ever really, really need to attack something, he can give it to me, and I can attack with it 3 times around.
Except you would need to study with it for an hour in order to be able to do it.
Bold's greatest
We're going to
enemy.
work on that, Ilya.
Study.
All right.
Bull won't think of
you
murder.
smash that thing to bits, and it crumbles into ice cubes. What else would you like to do?
That is beautiful.
What else would I like to do?
Yeah.
Why, I'd like to scooch on over here.
We're just gonna scooch right on past you now.
Okie dokie.
Right. Is this safe? Is that a safe path?
Let me check.
That's a no.
It's safe for now.
Oh, goodness.
Operative terms.
Windy day.
So, yo, Windy. How about you, Emery?
It's fucking windy.
You doing good out there, guys?
Is he all good?
Yeah.
Okay, well my ooh. That's a measurement tool. That's not a clicky tool. Okay. My bear wants to go 1, 2, and then he's gonna struggle. Can he go here?
Yep.
It's not a bear, it's a
not a bear, you're right.
porcupine.
It's a porcupine.
It's a porcupine, yeah. Can he go here or not?
Yeah, he can go there.
They
She
make
will
whiny
go there.
little noises.
Okay.
And then I go 1, 2, and then I
Sheila!
That's my turn. Eventually we'll make it to
Oh.
something.
Not me.
Oh, sorry. Yes, it is you.
Stunning.
Bitch.
And then it's the slug.
Maybe.
The Ralph.
I think after that failed use of a Humpty Dumpty, Danig's going to go for his tried and true method of dealing with any unsavory types out here. He's going to click a little trigger on his pipe, and the 3 loose bubbler ends on it. The 3 rigid bubbler ends on it will sort of loosen up, and it'll turn into more of like one of those like flapjack flails.
Great.
And he's just gonna whoosh down on this flail, screaming like a high-pitched keen the whole time.
Sure.
You can spend a maneuver to give the mountain goat an attack if you'd like.
Oh, I would love to do that, especially as I'm standing still. So yeah, let's see. 1 defense, brawl. Oh, the pipe gives me 1 defense. That's fine.
Yeah, that's where the 1 defense comes from.
For that. Oh, right, because there's no innate one. Brawl, 5 damage, reach, crit 3.
Yep. So just roll your brawl-based attack. So it's going to be 3 brawn, and then you have... Yeah, you just roll the 3 dice. And then whatever anyone else has been boosting you with.
Yeah, because you'll be able to upgrade one of those green dice to a yellow.
From memory.
No.
I didn't get that.
No, that was from whoever...
Yeah, it was me.
Oh, yeah, that was you, so you don't get that. Never mind.
Gotcha. Okay. I rolled nothing.
That's 3 success.
So that's the 3 plus the 5. So
Yeah.
8 damage. As you smack into this thing. You hear it go... As it sprays you with 3 damage worth of acid as well. If you have 2 advantage, you can cancel it.
I have no advantage.
Okay.
You guys hear what sounds like someone beating up the world's largest like bamboo wind chime. Like
okay. And then with that, it is going to be the Rolf's turn, and it's going to attack the porcupine. It's going to try to like just ooze up and onto it, and then it's going to like panic and try to like get off, and it's going to get stuck into the quills.
Yeah, boy. That's what I like to
was
hear.
that damage soakable?
No. The 3.
Okay.
Melee attacks have adversary 4 and can spend 3 threat or 1
Adversary 4. That's great.
to inflict bleed too easy. So I don't know what that means.
Adversary 4 means you upgrade the defense 4 times. So you get 1 purple that turns into a red that turns into a purple and a red, which turns into a total of 2 red and a purple. 2 red and a purple.
Thank you.
Nice. The attack.
And then if the melee range defense is that 2 boosts, 2
blacks.
blacks as well.
So you roll 5.
I don't think we're allowed to say that anymore.
5 defense.
2 black dice.
2 noir dice.
3.
I caught that, thank you.
Yeah, 3 failure, 2 threat.
3 failure, 2 threat. So it doesn't have any uncancelled threats, but it does miss as it's like trying to get up onto it, and the quills are holding it at bay, keeping it from being able to seep down into it.
Yeah, can't actually touch him.
Yeah.
Just on his little.
It's like the it's like the sea stars with the urchins. They're just like,
Like, yeah, good luck.
Then this one is going to slither forward and attack Ilya.
Oh boy.
Oh, jeez.
Oh gosh! Rolling 1 and 2. Cheesy Pete's. 1 and 3, actually. So.
Oh boy. Oh no. God, every time we have combat, which is so frequent, I forget how to roll, but I got it, I think.
These spineless leftists will know my wrath.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Threat. Two failure, 3 threat.
Yeah, you're easily able to dodge this thing as has its sluggish attacks towards you. And then this one's just gonna scoot up. It's gonna scoot up to there. And then at the top of the round, it's Wretch. But first,
Use blood.
the wind comes in from the western side. It's noticeable. Not quite as nasty as some of the gusts before. Wretch.
Okay. I will continue to run.
Okay.
So, running along the chain there, is that safe, or do I have to do...
That would be leaping across a space there.
What?
This space is empty. You would have to jump over it.
But I would have gone 1, 2... Right?
You can go there, yeah. You can go through Ilya like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you give me a coordination check if you're going to go through his space? And
Okay.
Ilya, I'm going to need a coordination check from you as well. Wind.
2-0.
Ilya?
Let's see here. I'm just gonna give you my first 2 dice rolls, which is a triumph, 2 success, and an advantage.
Oh gosh. Okay. So as he shoots underneath your legs to try to get through.
Oh, sorry. That's a triumph, 4 success, and 1 advantage.
Jesus. As he shoots underneath your legs, as he's known to do, classic Wretch move, you trip on him with the back of your heel, but then you immediately step back over him, and he looks like he's about to go sliding off the side of the chain, but you just give him a boot with your foot, pushing him with just enough momentum to slide himself further up onto that chain, so that way you're both still standing just fine. With your triumph, you negate his failure.
Yay!
Hell yeah!
Nice.
Okay, Wretch, what else would you like to do?
Then I guess I'll keep moving on.
Okay.
1, 2, done.
That's enough to proc the attention of these other 2 little guys here. Sorry, these other 4 little guys.
That's right.
And then with that, we go to Ilya.
I'm gonna bonk this little guy in front of me.
Okay.
Yeah. The
Monk.
Give it good bonk.
that's the done, yeah.
Yeah, молодец. Three and 4.
1 failure.
So that's 9 damage.
Did you remember your extra green die? That's upgraded?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
The green that's now yellow.
Yeah.
You slice into this thing and it turns into an ice statue in front of you.
What?
Nope.
Badass.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna
Cool.
1, 2, like that, along this little bit of chain here.
Can you give me another coordination check, please?
Yeah. 5 and 2.
The wind is howling. It's buffeting you with your shield out, but you have the grace of a Russian ballerina, and it does not deter you. It's an agility like 5.
Yeah.
Jeez. That'll do it.
Yeah.
Assuming that's the end of your turn, Emery, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna move up 2 and concentrate, and my spiky is gonna spiky.
Yeah.
Little crit.
Climb. 2 success, 4 advantage.
1 threat.
Okay, 2 success, and you only got 1 threat, so I can do. Where is it here? Crit 3, so I can crit it.
Crit? Okay.
Yep. And however many damage. Do you want me to tell you damage?
Yes,
5
please.
damage. It looks like. Wait, do I add my brawn to it or not? With
No, his stats is just that plus
Okay.
the success.
3 damage plus the success would be 5 success, and then crit.
Okay. So you poke into it, dealing it a few more damage, and then the crit. You know what? With how little health left it has, I'm just gonna say it kills because it's very close. But it
Or it
does.
falls off the ledge, because.
But it does, as you kind of off of it, the acid does eat into your paws a little bit, into your woodland paws, doing 3 damage back to you.
Oh. Oh, yike.
Standing?
Wait, no, that
Oh.
was just 1 action, so I'm gonna move 1, 2.
Yep. That's absolutely fine.
Okay.
Moving across that area, actually give me a coordination check for your...
That's what I was looking up right now. Okay. Coordination is an agility.
Yes.
1-1.
1-1? He's fine.
Okay.
Okay, now it's standing.
Who else is hurt right now?
Not me.
Bye-bye.
I mean, I still have some damage on me, but nothing worth worrying about.
Can I do my 15-foot heal cone? Am I able to be a part of my 15-foot heal cone?
Yeah.
Easy range, short 15.
You just started behind you instead.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. 10, 15, yeah.
yeah. I'll get him.
You throw it into the wind.
There you go. Yeah. It's like applying axe in high winds.
Easy.
Easy, yeah.
1 hit.
1 success, 4 advantage.
You're just sitting there smoking.
Yeah. It's not getting better.
With a failure, you can spend double advantage to do an ability, though, right?
Yeah.
So 1.
So you can spend something worth 2 strain.
Yeah. You could allow anyone within the 15-foot cone to recover 2 strength, I would say.
I just do that cough where you almost start retching, and I'm just gesturing vaguely at Emery, just like.
Alright, I'll take it.
Pass me the fruit punch, please. I just blew my brains out on this bong.
Yep.
Oh, man.
You know that look.
Are you going to use your maneuver to make the goat
I will
move, or-
I will use my maneuver to make the goat. I will move. I suppose up next to the porcupine.
Okay.
A little bit down from there. Yes, right there.
I rolled for you and it's safe.
Beautiful.
Okay. Bolt.
Are you figuring whether or not the ground is safe each maneuver or each total movement?
You don't need to worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Awfully suspicious.
Yeah, nothing to worry about there.
You're running across that spot there. That's fine. It's already been established. It's fine for now.
That's it.
Okay. Easy peasy. At which point these Ralphs are going to converge on your buddy there. And these two are going to move up and then spit at him. Rhett, you're taking 4 attacks.
Okay.
Oh boy.
But you're a big, strong boy.
Really?
You're gonna be
All
fine.
right, 1 and 0,
1 and 0. Okay, next.
0, 2.
2. Okay, so we'll do the first 2 melee attacks. 1 and 0. So you take 8 soakable damage and burn 2. as the acid seeps into you. And then the second attack does you 7 soakable damage, and it does Sunder twice. So you can pick 2 items on your body, either your backpack, armor, weapon, and it takes 1 point of damage, and then you pick another one and it takes 1 point of damage. You can stack them on the same thing, but you can't do like one of my silver coins takes damage. It has to be something that's outward. So backpack, armor, weapon, something held.
Gotcha.
And then the other 2 are going to shoot at you, but their range sucks.
2-0.
Okay. And the other one?
1-2.
Okay. They make a pool of acid just behind you.
Ah.
Here. Alright.
That hit 20 minutes extra, I think. No.
Okay. So if you guys want, we can pick this up next time. With your attempt to, more than anything, not fall to your death.
You're doing great.
As you work with Standing to clear out
Totally.
these Ralphs.
As Stanig is like actively dealing with like an entire arm currently like slightly acid melted, and he's like visibly straining from the pain. He's like, "It's going better than expected."
Jesus.
Alright, well, thank you guys for playing tonight. We'll pick this up in 2 weeks. Thank you, Eli, for joining us. It was great to have Stanig, the goat.
You don't know goats. I'm no goat. Okay, you think goat fun on weekend.
Exactly. And with that,